Hello preteens, we meet today. Let's continue with the question paper you wrote. Let's look at question number 2. 2.1, you are asked to solve the equation 3x is equal to 6x squared. This is a quadratic equation, so we need to write it in the standard form first. So if you check, the term in x squared is on the right side. It would be better to transpose everything to the right hand side. So remain with 0 if we transpose the 3x, which will be 6x squared minus 3x. It would not be any different even if you start with what is on the right hand side, that is 6x squared minus 3x is equal to 0. So this is what we call the standard form, and there will be a mark awarded for the standard form. And then in grade 10 you are solving quadratic equations by factorization. So if you are having two terms, you need to check if it's not a difference of two squares. If it is not, then you just look at what is common on the two terms. So in this one, you just need to look at what is common. So what is common is x, is 3x. You can factor out the 3x. Here you remain with 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. Now after factorization, remember the 0 rule. If you are multiplying two numbers and the product is 0, then it means either 3x will be equal to 0 or 2x minus 1 will be 0. So from this, we will conclude that x is equal to 0, or we transpose negative 1, that will be positive 1, and then we divide by 2, so x will be equal to 1 over 2. So these are our answers for the quadratic equation. 2.2 is 3 over x plus 3 is equal to 2 over x minus 1. Now these are equations with fractions, and equations with fractions, you have to get rid of the fractions. How do we do that? We either find the common denominator, that is the lowest common multiple of the denominators, and then multiply throughout. But then at times when you are having one fraction this side and one fraction on the other side, just cross multiply the numerators by the denominator on the other side, and that will be the easy way to get rid of denominators. So that means if we cross multiply, this will be 3 by x minus 1 is equal to 2 into x plus 3. That will multiply that. And then now we just need to remove the brackets. That will be 3x minus 3 is equal to 2x plus 6. The next thing is it's a linear equation, so we need the terms in x on one side and the numbers on the other side. So if we take the 2x to the left side, that will be 3x minus 2x is equal to 6 plus 3. That will be x is equal to 9. That is our solution for 2.2. Let's move on to 2.3. We are given 3 to the power x plus 1 minus 3 to the power x minus 1 which is equal to 24. And you are being asked to solve this equation. So what we need to do here, we need to split this power and we also split this power, because we already see that if we split, we'll have 3 to the power x that will be common, so it will assist us in solving this equation. So 3 to the power x plus 1 is 3 to the power x times 3 to the power 1. Remember the laws of exponents, we are just moving from the right side to the left side. Minus 3 to the power x times 3 to the power negative 1 is equal to 24. Now, on these two terms, what we have that is common is 3 to the power x. Let's factor it out. 3 to the power 1, of course, is just 3. Minus 3 to the power negative 1, that is 1 over 3, is equal to 24. So we need to simplify what is inside the brackets. That is 3 to the power x. 3 minus 1 over 3, that will give us 8 over 3 is equal to 24. Then the next thing we need to do is to separate the term 3 to the power x from this, so that we are able to solve for x. So we are going to divide both sides by 8 over 3, and dividing both sides by 8 over 3 is the same as multiplying by 3 over 8. So 3 to the power x will be equal to, it goes in 3 times, that will be 3 times 3, that will be 9. And definitely when you get this far, you know that you have to express 9 in powers of 3, that is 3 to the power x is equal to 3 to the power 2, which is, therefore, x is equal to 2. Alright, that's how we solve these exponential equations. The last question is 2.4, which is an inequality. 3 minus x over 4 is less or equal to 6. So for this one, we do have fractions, and I know working with fractions is a bit hectic, so it's always good to get rid of fractions. The common denominator that we have here is 4. Multiply every term by 4. So we are saying we are going to multiply everything by 4. So if you multiply by 4, we get 12. Multiply by 4, that will be minus x, less or equal to 24. Now once we get rid of fractions, it becomes easy to work with this inequality. Now the term or the unknown is having a negative sign, so just to dodge the effects of a negative sign, you can transpose the negative x to the right side, and then you bring the 24 to the left side. So this will be 12 minus 24 is less or equal to x, and then 12 minus 24, that is negative 12, is less or equal to x. And if you read it from the right side, it simply means that x is greater or equal to negative 12. Let's suppose you decided not to move x, you move 12. That would mean you'll be having negative x is less or equal to 24 minus 12. that is negative x is less or equal to 12. And definitely you need to multiply by negative 1 or divide by negative 1. And remember, when you multiply or divide an inequality, it changes. So that means our x will be greater or equal to negative 12. So at times, learners, you forget about the negative sign, and that will now make your final answer incorrect. That's why at times it's always good to dodge the negative sign. Alright, that's question number 2. Let's break and then we'll resume when we look at question number 3.